Sunrider posted 0:53.318 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? There's the first flying lap for McDougall, hitting 0:53.319. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
And there's Mike O'Hagan, easing out onto Knockhill. It's like the first step on a long hike, finding your footing before you hit full stride.
Right, and every racer knows this out lap is precious. It's their first handshake with the track today, feeling out its mood and temperament.
Sunrider crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 0:52.239. They're getting to grips with Knockhill, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
McDougall's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 0:52.318. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
There goes Eddie G on their first dance with Knockhill. Every bend, every straight is a chance to learn, to adapt.
Yep, and it's about syncing with the car too, making sure everything's in harmony. It's like tuning an instrument before a big concert.
Let's talk rubber. Tire pressures ain't just about pumping them up and hitting the road. It's like a fine art.
Couldn't have said it better. Tire pressures can dramatically impact the contact patch, the actual bit of tire touching the tarmac. Too high and you lose temperature and grip, too low, and you risk overheating, uneven wear, or even a blowout. Each tire will have its own sweet spot where they grip best.
Wayne Pearson posted a 1:58.095 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? There's Eddie G, gently nudging the beast as they head out. The out lap is where you whisper to the car, "Let's dance," before the real party starts.
You got that right. It's a gentle waltz before the full-on rock concert of the race. They're testing the waters, getting a feel for every bend and straight of Knockhill.
Megasaurus 55 is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book that sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Knockhill.
Wayne Pearson's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 0:55.044. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Sunrider has a best lap time of 0:51.637. With just 17 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Sunrider posted 0:52.729 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Eddie G is not hanging about, straight into the thick of it on this first flying lap. They're getting a real taste of the Ginetta G55 SuperCup 2017 LHD ACF Viz Tweak S capabilities.
Absolutely. It's about understanding the limits early on. You'll see them experimenting with braking points and turn-in speeds, all while keeping an eye on those tire temps.
Oi, these practices aren't just a walkabout in the park. It's here that races are often won or lost.
Absolutely. Back home in North Carolina, we emphasize the setup. A few tweaks during practice can lead to major gains on race day.
Ever heard the pit crew chat about wheel camber? Sounds like a dance move, but trust me, it's all car talk.
Haha, yeah, camber is the angle of the wheel relative to the road. A bit of negative camber, where the top of the tire leans inwards, can give more grip in the corners. But too much and you're looking at premature wear on the inside of the tire. It's a balancing act, and each track requires its own setting.
There's no mucking around for Eddie G or Euro, straight down to business on this first flyer. They'll be keen to see what times they can clock in early on.
Yeah, and it's not just about speed. It's about rhythm, finding that flow around Knockhill. Getting into that groove early can set the pace for the whole session.
There's the first flying lap for McDougall, hitting 0:52.418. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Megasaurus 55's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 0:54.478. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Mike crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 1:10.852. They're getting to grips with Knockhill, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Wayne Pearson has a best lap time of 0:52.121. Alright, Sunrider has put down a 0:51.226. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Ginetta G55 SuperCup 2017 LHD ACF Biz tweak.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
With just 11 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. O'Hagan has a best lap time of 0:51.829. There are just over 10 minutes left in this practice session. You ever think about what's ticking inside a driver's noggin during these laps?
All the time. It's a mix of analyzing, strategizing, and adapting. Every corner, every straight is a puzzle, and they're trying to solve it at full speed.
In these sessions, they're not just pushing the car's limits, but their own too. Testing their mettle, seeing how far they can go before the big dance.
Exactly. It's a mental game as much as a physical one. Balancing aggression with precision, daring with data. It's an art and a science.
There's the first flying lap for Megasaurus 55, hitting 0:54.478. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Mike O'Hagan's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 0:52.410. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
It's time to separate the contenders from the pretenders here at Knockhill, as the drivers reverend up their engines and put their skills to the test in the qualifying session. What a performance from Wayne Pearson. They currently occupy third on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? Sunrider has put in a great effort and currently holds fourth. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
You're spot on, Rob. Sunrider's current position of 4th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
A solid qualifying performance by Megasaurus 55, positioning them in 7th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
Absolutely, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has put in a remarkable effort to secure 7th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
Jack M team has secured a respectable 5th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance?
Absolutely, Rob. Jack M team has shown great potential to secure 5th. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
Jack M team has completed their outlap. And there goes Mike O'Hagan, currently in position 4. Mike has completed their outlap. Impressive display by Eddie G, currently sitting in position 6. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains. Eddie G has completed their outlap. Currently in 7th, Megasaurus 55 has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Megasaurus 55's current position of 7th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
A solid performance from Jack M team as they currently hold position 5. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of. Jack M team has just completed a lap in 0:51.786. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. Eddie G has positioned themselves well in 7th during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
Spot on analysis, Rob. Eddie G has positioned themselves well in 7th. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
Incredible drive by Megasaurus 55 so far, earning him 6th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? Megasaurus 55 has completed their first flying lap in 0:52.866. A strong showing from McDougall as they currently sit in 5th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
You're spot on, Rob. McDougall's current position of 5th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now,
McDougall has just completed the lap in 0:52.412. Their best lap so far is 0:52.412. Putting them in P4, will they be able to hold on to that spot? There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Eddie G's clocking in at 0:53.934 isn't turning heads just yet. They're holding on to 7th, but with time running out, it's now or never.
They've got the skill, Rob, but they need to translate that into lap times. It's time to throw caution to the wind and go all out.
A solid qualifying performance by Megasaurus 55, positioning them in 6th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners. There's a real buzz in the air as Megasaurus 55 secures 4th.
Right you are, Rob. They've put themselves in a solid spot, but they can't let up now. Staying smooth and focused is key to shaving off those extra fractions. It may be difficult for them to improve further on that, Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
Sunrider has secured a respectable third in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? And there goes Wayne Pearson, currently in position 6. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result. Impressive display by Sunrider, currently sitting in position 3. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Sunrider has done a fantastic job to claim third. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
McDougall has put in a great effort and currently holds 5th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? McDougall's really showing what they're made of, landing in 4th during this nail-biting session.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about precision and nerve in qualifying. Every millisecond can make a difference on the grid. Let's see if they can squeeze out even more speed. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
What a performance from Wayne Pearson. They currently occupy 6th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot?
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Wayne Pearson's current position of 6th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Currently in 8th, D-Max has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. A solid performance from Eddie G as they currently hold position 7. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
Absolutely, Rob. Eddie G has put in a remarkable effort to secure 7th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
It's an impressive showing by Wayne Pearson, currently in 6th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
Great analysis, Rob. Wayne Pearson has shown excellent pace to secure 6th. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their advantage in the race.
With Wayne Pearson now sitting pretty in 4th, they have got to be feeling good.
True, but in the world of racing, good isn't always good enough. They've got to keep their eye on the prize and aim for perfection on every turn. It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. It's a stellar performance from Jack M team, clinching 2nd.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure. Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
Impressive work from McDougall, who has claimed 5th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position.
You're absolutely right, Rob. McDougall's current position of 5th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now,
looks like McDougall is making a statement, securing a spot in 5th.
Yeah, Rob, but there's always room for improvement. Smooth, consistent laps might just be the key to climbing even higher before this session wraps up. It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
Sunrider has positioned themselves well in 3rd during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. Incredible drive by Eddie G so far, earning him 7th on. It's about time Eddie G considered a different approach. With a 0:53.594, they're stuck in 7th. Maybe a change in brake bias could give him more control in those hard braking zones.
That's a solid point, Rob. Better braking control means they can brake later and harder, making up precious time in the corners.
And there goes Jack M team, currently in position 2. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result.
Spot on analysis, Rob. Jack M team has positioned themselves well in 2nd. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
A strong showing from D-Max as they currently sit in 8th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. DMAX has done a fantastic job to claim 8th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
What an impressive performance from Mike. They are currently leading the pack in this qualification session, showing incredible pace and skill. It's a commanding position for them, and they have set the bar high for their competitors.
I share your thoughts, Rob. Mike O'Hagan is currently untouchable with their outstanding performance. They have raised the bar, and their competitors have a tough challenge ahead to catch up.
Impressive display by Eddie G, currently sitting in position 7. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position. What a performance from D-Max. They currently occupy 8th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot?
Absolutely, Rob. DMAX has shown great potential to secure 8th. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
Currently in 5th, McDougall has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. McDougall's current position of 5th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now,
there's a real buzz in the air as McDougall secures 5th.
Right you are, Rob. They've put themselves in a solid spot, but they can't let up now. Staying smooth and focused is key to shaving off those extra fractions.
A solid performance from D-Max as they currently hold position 7. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
You're spot on, Rob. DMAX's current position of 7th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
It's an impressive showing by Eddie G, currently in 8th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
Great analysis, Rob. Eddie G has shown excellent pace to secure 8th. Now, the focus shifts to whether they can use their track position to their
Eddie G's got their work cut out for them in 8th. Perhaps adjusting the gear ratios for better acceleration could help knock off a few tenths.
You're on the money, Rob. On a track with this many tight turns, quicker acceleration out of the corners could be key to a faster lap time.
It's an impressive showing by Mike in qualifying. They have set the bar high, leading the way with their exceptional performance. It's a fantastic position to be in, and they will be looking to convert it into a strong race result.
Absolutely, Rob. Mike is setting an impressive pace and demonstrating their dominance on the track. Their competitors have a challenging task ahead to match their performance.
A solid qualifying performance by Sunrider, positioning them in 3rd at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
I completely agree, Rob. Sunrider has positioned themselves impressively in 3rd. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
Impressive work from D-Max, who has claimed 7th on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. McDougall has put in a great effort and currently holds 5th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position?
Spot on analysis, Rob. McDougall has positioned themselves well in 5th. It's now crucial for them to maintain their focus and defend their position in the upcoming race.
McDougall will be happy having put themselves into 5th in this qualifying session.
Every fraction of a second counts. I am sure they can find a little extra in there.
A strong showing from McDougall as they currently sit in 5th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. The circus has come to Scotland, and we're all in for a treat today. Knockhill is a track that always delivers.
Absolutely. Knockhill is known for producing some of the most thrilling races on the circuit. I'm sure the drivers are going to give it their all.
Jack M team will be looking to convert their pole position into a win. Starting just behind the front runners in 2nd place is the determined driver, Mike O'Hagan. Wayne Pearson has qualified 3rd. As the drivers prepare to take off, Sunrider sits in 4th place on the starting grid. Megasaurus 55 is holding down the fort in 5th place.
Putting the Ginetta G55 SuperCup 2017 RHD ACF Viz Tweak into prime position for the race.
McDougall is lining up 6th.
That Ginetta G55 SuperCup 2017 RHD ACF Viz Tweak looks like it has some potential.
Our 7th place starter, D-Max, is a driver who knows how to make up ground on the track. Sitting in 8th is Eddie G.
An opportunity for some good points today, but the others aren't going to make it easy.
And the green flag drops. The race is officially underway.
Concentration is crucial as they navigate through the pack and try to establish a strong position. The best drivers know how to find their rhythm quickly.
The drivers are jockeying for position. Mike will be looking to get off to a good start and consolidate their position. Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race. Holding strong in second place is Mike O'Hagan. It's a steady race for Sunrider so far. They haven't made any mistakes, and they are maintaining their focus. The drivers are showing their mettle today. It's a privilege to witness their skill on this challenging track.
The stakes have never been higher. This is a battle of skill and nerves.
That's right. These drivers are really pushing themselves to the limit, and it's incredible to see the level of focus and determination they're bringing to the track.
Absolutely. It takes a lot of courage to compete at this level, and these drivers have it in spades. Let's hope they can keep it up and give us a race to remember.
You know, Sunrider, if you were any slower, you'd be going backwards. But good on ya for making Mike work for it.
Yeah, I really can't see them holding on to this place for much longer.
Alright, hold your horses. Jack M team is really putting the heat on Megasaurus 55. If I were Megasaurus 55, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop.
A misjudgment by either driver could result in a close encounter of the tire barrier kind, and that's one handshake they'll want to avoid.
Whoa there, Wayne Pearson is sticking to Jack M team like glue. You reckon Jack M team's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would. The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown? It's a tale of two drivers right now, with Megasaurus 55 gaining places and Mike O'Hagan losing them.
You see, it's moments like these that separate the champs from the chumps. And Megasaurus 55's looking every bit the champ today.
So, when you were racing, ever have to do the old nature call dash during a red flag?
Haha, you mean a pit stop for the driver and not the car? Once or twice, you learn to time your drinks, and hope for a long caution. Doesn't always work out though.
Mike is in fourth and is being closely chased by Wayne Pearson, who is just 0.4 seconds behind. Buckle up, Jack M team is all over Megasaurus 55 like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action?
With the way Jack M team is stalking Megasaurus 55, you'd think they're trying to figure out what they had for breakfast this morning.
It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other. It's all eyes on this battle as Jack M team in third tries to hold off the challenge of Mike.
Man, Jack M team's defense is tighter than a quarterback sneak in the final seconds.
Righto, and here, it's looking like a cricket bowler defending the last wicket. The gap between McDougall and Eddie G is razor thin as they vie for 6th in this nail-biting contest.
At this rate, McDougall and Eddie G are so close, they could share a cup of tea and a biscuit.
I reckon they've had a few secret lessons down under. McDougall's just breezed into 6th.
Hold on to your hats, folks. McDougall's charging like a bull in a china shop. Welcome to 6th, cowboy.
Phew, talk about foreplay. Jack M Team and Wayne Pearson are really teasing us here. I haven't seen this much anticipation since my first date.
I've seen molasses move faster than this. Just kidding, but Jack M Team's surely making Wayne Pearson feel the heat. It's a southern summer showdown out here. Did we just witness a gambit?
It seems Jack M Team is recalibrating, now at 6th.
Races are full of ups and downs, kinda like my Aunt Patty's porch swing. Jack M Team will bounce back, no doubt about it.
Looks like D-Max tried the old dingo stole my race line trick. A tad too clever by half. It's an intense battle for position as McDougall tries to outmaneuver Jack M Team. This is edge of your seat racing. It's a thrilling pursuit as D-Max is pulled up a mo. Looks like Wayne Pearson is testing the off-road capabilities of their ride. You beauty, Mike's lap was hotter than a sunburned shrimp on the barbie. Big gains for Mike as they move up the field, leaving Megasaurus 55 behind. It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce.
If DMAX gets any closer to Eddie G, they'll need to start sending out wedding invitations.
Megasaurus 55 wants to find a way round Mike.
To achieve anything in this game, you must be prepared to dabble in the boundary of disaster.
Megasaurus 55 is trying their best, but can't seem to find the pace to keep up with Mike at the moment. You ever ponder how these drivers manage the heat, especially in the tight cockpit? It's hotter than a ruse pouch in midday sun.
Ruse what? I mean, yeah, it's gotta be like driving in Arizona with the heater on, right?
This is what it's all about, folks. D-Max is in hot pursuit of Eddie G, who's just trying to stay ahead.
If DMAX gets any closer, they might as well ask Eddie G for a piggyback ride.
DMAX is on the back foot here, struggling to keep up with Eddie G like a dingo after a roadrunner. Looks like Megasaurus 55 remembered to twist that anti-roll bar, giving him better cornering. If they get any closer to Mike, they'll be seeing what they had for brekkie. Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. D-Max is sniffing around Eddie G like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of 7th. As they speed through Butchers, McDougall is relentlessly pursuing Wayne Pearson in a high-stakes battle for position. Stone the Crows, McDougall's on fire, surging ahead like there's a free round at the pub waiting. Hello, 5th. No room for error here. D-Max is breathing down the neck of Eddie G, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move. This is a thrilling battle as Wayne Pearson edges closer to McDougall in their fight for P5.
This ain't a track, it's a coliseum, and the gladiators are putting on one hell of a show.
Bloody hell, Wayne Pearson's got to get the wind back in their sails. They're mucking about while McDougall's off having a barbie with the lead.
Hold the phone. Wayne Pearson's pace is off. They're like a horse with a hitch in its giddy up, while McDougall's riding high.
Good on ya, Jack M team. Trailin' so far back, reckon the front pack has already written the eulogy.
That's right. Jack M team in fourth knows they have to push to the limit if they want to catch up. But Megasaurus 55 is no slouch, and they're going to be pushing just as hard. It's a battle of skill and will out there.
Every move counts now as Megasaurus 55 works to reel in Mike and overtake for P2.
Coming out of Leslie's, Megasaurus 55's got the downforce and grip. That car's as sticky as North Carolina barbecue sauce, and he's looking to stick right to Mike's tail.
You know, Rob, these pit stops always amaze me. Just a few seconds, and they change tires, refuel, adjust settings. It's like a well-choreographed dance.
Absolutely, and the precision. One slight misstep, and it could cost the race. It's an art and a testament to the pit crew's relentless training and coordination.
The gap between Megasaurus 55 and Jack M team may be wide, but that doesn't mean Megasaurus 55 is safe. They have to keep their concentration and avoid any lapses in performance.
Surely they've got enough in the tank to pull away. Gonna be interesting to watch this battle unfold.
Looks like we might have a great battle starting here between Eddie G in 7th and D-Max. It's been tense with a gap of only 2.0 seconds. It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while. Bloody hell, Wayne Pearson's tearing up the tarmac and just snatched 5th. Makes you want to crack a cold one in celebration.
Absolutely. Wayne Pearson is really putting on a clinic out there, and they're making it look easy.
By the looks of it, Wayne Pearson is making sure McDougall gets a full view of those rear lights. It's like a prolonged good day without the handshake.
Look at that defensive line by Wayne Pearson. It's like watching someone protect the last piece of apple pie at Thanksgiving dinner.
As the laps wind down, the hunt intensifies. D-Max is lurking, ready to unleash an overtaking masterclass on Eddie G.
With a gap tighter than a new pair of jeans, DMAX is pushing the Ginetta G55 SuperCup 2017 LHD ACF Viz tweak to its limits. He's got that racer's instinct, looking for that sweet spot to pounce on Eddie G.
Fair dinkum, D-Max is getting a wriggle on. The gap to Eddie G is now down to a whisker at 0.7 seconds.
This is where the pressure really starts to build. Both drivers will need to stay calm and focused if they want to come out on top.
We often hear drivers complaining about tire graining. Hal, can you explain what that means and how it affects car handling?
Graining occurs when small rubber particles roll up on the tire's surface, reducing grip and negatively affecting handling. It usually happens when the tires are not in their optimal temperature window or when a driver is pushing too hard on a cold or overworked tire.
Mate, DMAX is right up Eddie's chuff. As they zip through McIntyre, we're all expecting some fireworks.
It's going to be a close one. DMAX will have to push hard to create an opportunity.
Looks like Eddie G is legging it from D-Max. The gap's growing like a well-watered wattle as they zoom through chicane. I've been analysing races for quite some time, and the sheer endurance of these drivers never ceases to amaze me.
Couldn't agree more. It's not just about physical stamina but mental fortitude. To stay sharp, lap after lap, especially with so many variables at play, it's a testament to their dedication and skill.
The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. McDougall's inching ever closer to Wayne Pearson.
Looks like McDougall has got more moves than a cowboy in a honky-tonk bar. Wayne Pearson better watch out or he'll be two-stepped right off the track.
McDougall's falling behind Wayne Pearson at a rate of knots. They're going to need some serious pedal power to close that gap. In your experience, Hal, what was the most challenging aspect of maintaining concentration during a race?
The most challenging aspect, Rob, was managing the various inputs and distractions during the race, from radio communication with the team to monitoring car performance and race strategy. It's a delicate balancing act that requires immense mental discipline.
If racing were a dance, Eddie G would be trying to lead, but McDougall just keeps cutting in. The dance floor is heating up. It's a close race between McDougall and Wayne Pearson in fifth. Blimey, McDougall's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub.
He's waiting on that golden chance like a hound on a pork chop.
It may seem like Mike O'Hagan is far behind, but Sunrider can't afford to let their guard down. One mistake could give Mike O'Hagan an opening to catch up. Gee whiz, McDougall is breathing down Wayne Pearson's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Wayne Pearson's rearview mirror right now. It's getting crowded. McDougall just blitzed past Wayne Pearson like they were standing still. Hold on to your hats, folks. Wayne Pearson is right on the heels of McDougall, and we're in for a wild ride. Great driving from Wayne Pearson, who has just gained a place and moved up to fifth.
Well, butter my biscuit. Wayne Pearson's burning rubber and climbing up to fifth.
Oof, if braking development, I don't think that's the fastest way around Knockhill.
Whoops, Mike is going to be kicking themselves.
Hold on to your hats. McDougall is gunning for Wayne Pearson. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend? And McDougall has just won the place from Wayne Pearson. How do racing drivers, like yourself back in the day, Hal, train themselves to maintain concentration for long periods of time?
Mental training is a huge part of a driver's preparation, Rob. Techniques like meditation, visualization, and working with sports psychologists can help drivers build their focus and mental endurance for a race.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this.
Can they close up enough for a pass? I don't see it personally.
Well, don't come the raw prawn. Megasaurus 55's giving it some stick, pulling Jack M Team into a mere 0.3 seconds.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Megasaurus 55's using that draft from Jack M team real effectively, shaving off tenths every lap.
Oi, Jack M team's giving it a red-hot go in 4th. Just a few kangaroo hops behind Megasaurus 55. Might see a cheeky move soon.
They say pressure makes diamonds. Well, Jack M team's shining bright, closing in with every heartbeat.
Crikey, Jack M team is losing touch with Megasaurus 55 quicker than a kangaroo on a trampoline. The intensity is off the charts as Wayne Pearson hounds McDougall, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit.
You can feel the intensity in the air. The slightest mistake could cost either of them the race.
It's not looking good for Wayne Pearson. They are still behind McDougall and the gap is increasing. They are gonna need to dig a bit deeper to turn this around. I tell you, mate, the tech in these cars would outshine any gizmo you'd find in a Sydney cafe.
As long as it doesn't make my morning coffee, I'm good. But yeah, the tech here is like something out of Silicon Valley.
Well, butter my bread and call it a sandwich. Wayne Pearson's not letting McDougall have all the fairy bread at this party. Watch out, McDougall, he's coming for your Tim Tams, mate. Watching Eddie G try to close that gap on Wayne Pearson is like watching someone try to catch an ice cream truck on foot. Hope they've got good shoes.
This is where experience comes into play. Wayne Pearson has been in this position before and knows how to defend their position. But Eddie G is hungry for success and won't give up easily. Will we see a clash of the titans?
If I had $1 for every time Jack M team closed a gap like this, I'd have enough for a pint at the local. Get ready, Megasaurus 55, the thunder from down under is coming. It's all over. Sunrider has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now. What a fantastic race from Mike O'Hagan, who brings it home in 2nd place.
Brilliant. Mike showed great skill and determination to take 2nd place.
What a race from Megasaurus 55, showing their skill and determination for a great 3rd place finish. Hold that thought, hold the phone, McDougall is in the pits. Jack M team, McDougall, Wayne Pearson, and Eddie G claim 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. 8th is D-Max. It looks like D-Max has been called into the pits. It's a beautiful day here in Scotland, and the drivers are itching to get out on the track at Knockhill.
You can feel the excitement building in the air. This is going to be a great race, and I'm looking forward to seeing the drivers push themselves to the limit on this challenging track.
Starting from pole position is the perfect place for Mike O'Hagan to launch an attack.
But they can't let their guard down. The other drivers will be gunning for them.
Lining up in second is Sunrider. Jack M Team is placed in third.
Jack M Team will be ready to show what they're made of.
The fourth place on the grid belongs to Megasaurus 55, a driver with plenty of experience.
Let's see what Megasaurus 55 can do.
And in the fifth position, it's none other than Wayne Pearson. As the engines roar to life, McDougall prepares to take off from the sixth position on the starting grid.
They've got the heart of a lion, and they won't back down from a challenge.
On the seventh grid slot we have D-Max. Eddie G is eighth. And we have liftoff. The race is now underway. This first sector will test the driver's skills and their ability to stay focused.
This is the real proving ground. Gotta keep calm, but push like there's no tomorrow.
This is going to be one hell of a race. I can already feel it. Bit of a cruisy start for Megasaurus 55, just filling out the track at Knockhill. You know, like a dingo sussing out the lay of the land. The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap. A great pass for D-Max as they pick off other drivers and move up the field. Meanwhile, Megasaurus 55 has lost ground.
If this were chess, I'd say DMAX just put Megasaurus 55 in check. Brilliant move.
Here's some action. Megasaurus 55's tailgating D-Max so close, it's like they're sharing the same set of wheels as they near Leslie's.
You know, Rob, I wouldn't put it past Megasaurus 55 to pull a rabbit out of the hat in this duel. Keep those eyes peeled.
A brilliant maneuver from Megasaurus 55, who has just moved up the field. You know, the way these racers manage their fuel is an art in itself. Reminds me of when I'm trying to eke out the last bit of sauce from a Vegemite jar.
Vegemite again? Man, I'd rather run on empty. But yeah, getting that fuel strategy right is like pacing yourself at a southern buffet. Go too hard too fast, and you won't make it to the pecan pie.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit. If Sunrider doesn't pick up the pace, hell, they'll be as relevant as an ashtray on a motorbike. The gap between Wayne Pearson and Eddie G is not insurmountable, but it's going to take a mistake from Wayne Pearson to bring Eddie G into play. Buckle up, Hal. Eddie G is cutting into Wayne Pearson's lead like a hot knife through butter. It's now down to 1.4 seconds. The drivers have been braking update, just like my hope in finding the one. Mike's direction seems a bit lost right now. The action is non-stop as Megasaurus 55 shadows Eddie G through every twist and turn, determined to claim 6th. This is where the skill and precision at hold on a moment. Now I may be wrong here, but I'm not sure that's the racing line. The adrenaline is pumping as Sunrider gets within striking distance of Mike in their race for first. Tell ya what, Eddie's got more guts than a croc in a boxing ring. Closing the gap and breathing down the neck of Wayne Pearson. Hope Wayne Pearson brought the aero guard, cause he's about to get bitten.
You can see that car bouncing around as they ride the curbs. It's a risky move that could end in disaster.
Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Hal, but Eddie's plans have gone walkabout right now. They're having a proper Barry Crocker keeping up with Wayne Pearson. You know, mate, I was chatting with some of the pit crew earlier, and they were debating on which tyre compound to use. Hard as deciding between a meat pie and a sausage roll.
Well, back in my indie days, the choice was as clear as sweet tea or lemonade. But I reckon, here, with these changing conditions, it's more of a gamble.
G'day viewers, if you're just tuning in, you've picked a ripper of a moment. Sunrider is in second and they're tailgating the leader. This is edge of your seat stuff.
You bet, Rob. It's like the leader's got a drop bear in the rearview mirror, lurking, waiting for that perfect moment to drop. Sunrider is surely smelling opportunity here.
Oh, this is getting intense. Wayne Pearson is just behind McDougall.
Wayne Pearson is so close to McDougall that if this were a dance floor, they'd be doing the tango.
An impressive showing from Wayne Pearson, who has gained positions and left McDougall in the dust. McDougall has the pedal to the metal chasing Wayne Pearson.
Do they have the speed for a move? And more importantly, do they have the talent?
Fantastic move from McDougall, who has just gained a position. It's as intense as a Barbie in midsummer out there for Sunrider. They've got their eyes on the prize and won't settle for second.
Exactly, Rob. It's like aiming for that home run in the bottom of the ninth. Swing for the fences and don't look back.
The gap between Sunrider and Mike is widening. It's now up to 0.5 seconds. This is edge of the seat stuff. Wayne Pearson is relentlessly hunting down McDougall. Who'll blink first? We've seen overtakes, close calls, and pure racing genius today. Currently, Satan has carved out a spot at 9th.
And just like in any great drama, Satan is the lead actor right now, captivating us all from the 9th.
There's not much to report on from Satan at the moment. They're just keeping their head down and putting in consistent laps. You know, Hal, I've always wondered, how do racing drivers stay so cool and collected under such immense pressure?
Well, Rob, it comes down to mental strength and training. Drivers often work with sports psychologists and practice techniques like meditation and visualization to help them stay calm and focused during high-pressure situations.
This is like the state of origin for Sunrider, going full tilt, gunning for the top, and not holding back.
And on my end, it's the Super Bowl vibes all over. Inches away from glory, and every move counts. Hold on to your hats, folks. This is racing at its finest.
Oi, Sunrider's chassis balance is on point today. They're handling bumps and curves smoother than a croc sliding into water. Mike's got a battle ahead. Now, that's what I'm talking about. McDougall is proper nipping at Eddie's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell. It's not coming up roses for McDougall. They're trailing Eddie G and the gap's on the rise. They don't seem to have a response. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. With all these modern racing aids, I sometimes wonder, would the legends of the past, the real trailblazers of the sport, have had it easier or tougher today?
That's a debate for the ages, Rob.
Sorry to cut in here, Struth. McDougall's taken a bit of a tumble down the order to 6th. Must have missed the memo.
Yes, but there's still plenty of race left. McDougall needs to stay calm and focused, and make their move when the time is right.
Things are getting spicy as Megasaurus 55 is breathing down DMAX's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
It's a battle for position as Megasaurus 55 tries to make a move on DMAX. This is what racing is all about.
Incident alert. Satan's off the track. Reminds me of my first car, a real lemon. Drove straight but only in reverse.
It's a real shame. Until this point in the race, they'd been looking at a decent result.
Wow, D-Max is really pushing hard to catch up to Megasaurus 55. There's blood in the water for 6th place.
Sweet Caroline, DMAX is giving Megasaurus 55 a hard time. Can't wait to see what happens when they hit Leslie's.
Looks like we've had a few incidents out there.
Someone forgot to take their driving lessons. They're making more U-turns than a confused tourist.
Hilarious. I think they might need to call their GPS for directions. Maybe it can help them navigate the track. Here's the thing about racing. Sometimes, it's not just about speed. It's about pressure, mind games, and this, right here, is a masterclass from Sunrider. Sticking so close to the leader, making him constantly aware of the imminent threat.
Spot on. It's like a shark circling its prey. The leader knows it, we know it, and by the looks of it, Sunrider is ready for the kill.
The race is really heating up. D-Max is hunting down Megasaurus 55 with everything they've got. D-Max and Megasaurus 55 have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're talking 1.7 seconds now. You know, Hal, as a former racing driver yourself, can you give us some insights into what goes through a driver's mind during these quieter moments in a race?
Sure, Rob. During these moments, drivers often take the opportunity to assess their race strategy, monitor their car's performance, and plan their next move. It's all about staying focused and finding the right time to strike.
You ever see a croc stalking its prey? That's the energy Sunrider's bringing right now, ready to strike when the moment's right.
Kinda reminds me of a linebacker waiting for that perfect moment to make a game-changing tackle. The anticipation is intense, and Sunrider's not letting up.
You Americans have your drive-throughs. Here, Wayne Pearson's trying to make this a drive past on Eddie G.
Well, let's see if they can supersize that pass, or if they'll just get a side of disappointment.
The gap between Wayne Pearson and Eddie G is expanding faster than a bull's waistline. It's now a whopping 1.3 seconds. Well, ain't this a ding-dong battle? Eddie G is putting up the barriers like I do when my mates want to borrow the ute. No way through, Wayne Pearson.
Wayne Pearson is hunting, but Eddie's making that car wide, really wide. It's a tactical masterclass out there.
Bloody ripper. Eddie's just made Wayne Pearson look like they're on a Sunday drive with that scorcher of a lap. The battle for 4 is heating up as Wayne Pearson tries to catch Eddie G in P4. Oh, the chase is on. Megasaurus 55's breathing down the neck of Wayne Pearson. Megasaurus 55's falling behind Wayne Pearson at a rate of knots. They're going to need some serious pedal power to close that gap. During your racing career, Hal, did you have any specific techniques to regain concentration if you felt it slipping?
Yes, Rob, I had a few techniques. One was to take a couple of deep breaths and briefly reset my focus. Another was to use a specific keyword or phrase as a mental trigger to refocus my mind on the task at hand.
It's a game of inches now as Megasaurus 55 tails Wayne Pearson closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake.
If Megasaurus 55 pushes too hard, they might find themselves exploring the scenic route, and nobody's got time for sightseeing during a race.
With steely determination and laser focus, Sunrider is homing in on O'Hagan. The battle lines are drawn.
Now, ain't that something? Sunrider's car is humming like a sweet Carolina tune. He's looking to take Mike for a spin around the dance floor of Knockhill.
Things are heating up as Megasaurus 55 closes in on Wayne Pearson. The gap between them is down to practically nothing. Things are looking as crook as Rookwood for Megasaurus 55, lagging behind Wayne Pearson and the gap stretching out like a long country road. They'll need to find some extra grunt to flip this situation. This race is getting even more intense. The drivers are pushing each other to the limit.
It's like they're playing a game of chicken, but with cars. And the winner gets to take home the checkered flag and bragging rights.
Ha ha, that's one way to put it. These drivers have to be in top physical and mental shape to compete at this level.
It's like they're training for the Olympics. And like you said, the mental fortitude required to stay focused and alert for the entire race is wild.
I think I need a nap just watching them. This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory? Looks like McDougall is chasing D-Max harder than a croc chasing a tourist who's lost their thongs. It's a bit of a long shot, but we all remember that one time at the pub, right?
Dang, McDougall is so far back, he might start seeing last week's race. But hey, in racing, as in love, persistence is key. Right, y'all?
We got a close battle as Megasaurus 55 closes in on Wayne Pearson. Fair dinkum, mate. Megasaurus 55's got to pull their socks up. They're dawdling around like they're lost in the outback while Wayne Pearson's blazing the trail. DMAX has duffed it up. They're gonna need more than a coldie to forget that one. Not much room to breathe for Wayne Pearson with Megasaurus 55 trailing so close. I reckon we'll see a move soon, especially at McIntyre. Oi, Eddie G, got a mirror? Cos Megasaurus 55's closer than my unpaid pub tabs.
It's an intense battle between two skilled drivers, and Eddie G in fifth is doing everything they can to keep Megasaurus 55 behind them. The slightest mistake could cost them the position, so they need to stay focused and stay on their game.
Oi, Eddie G, no time for a smoko break. Megasaurus 55's tearing up the track like it's the end of the world. Whoa there, Wayne Pearson is sticking to Eddie G like glue. You reckon Eddie's feeling the pressure? Cos I sure would. The gap between Wayne Pearson and Eddie G is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun. Fantastic racing on show here today, and it's not just the top drivers who are impressing us. Even the drivers at the back of the pack are putting up a good fight, battling it out for every position.
It's a testament to the level of competition at Assetto Corsa, friends. Even the smallest mistake can cost you valuable seconds, or even lead to a crash. But these drivers are up to the challenge, and they're giving it their all. It's clear that Assetto Corsa Friends really is the place to be for top quality racing.
Alright, hold your horses. Eddie G is really putting the heat on Megasaurus 55. If I were Megasaurus 55, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop. While Wayne Pearson is not under immediate threat from McDougall, they still need to stay focused and avoid any errors. Any slip-up could cost them their position.
It's like Wayne Pearson's out on the open highway and McDougall's still getting directions at the last gas station. Got a bit of catching up to do.
Oh no, Hal, look at this. McDougall is closing in on Wayne Pearson. The gap is now just 12.0 seconds. Everyone's on the edge of their seats, or in my case, on the edge of spilling my coffee. D-Max is getting closer to McDougall, and I'm getting closer to needing a towel.
Absolutely. DMAX and 8th will need to be patient and carefully work to reduce that gap without overdriving, as they can't afford to take unnecessary risks and risk an off or damaging their car. Let's see if they have what it takes to get back into the game here.
This is where the true champions shine, and O'Hagan is certainly showing their class in the final sector.
You got this. Keep your cool.
What a win. This is a historic moment for Mike, who put on a masterclass in driving today. What a display of skill and precision.
You can see the sheer determination on Mike's face as they take the win. That's the mark of a true champion, folks.
Some might say that second place is the first loser, but Sunrider certainly doesn't see it that way. They put in a phenomenal effort and should be proud of their impressive result.
Impressive performance. They pushed themselves to the limit for a fantastic second place finish.
What a race from Jack M team. They kept their cool and secured a well-earned third place on the podium. Coming in 6th, 7th and 9th we have Wayne Pearson, McDougall and Satan. D-Max take 8th. Megasaurus 55 end in 4th. With Eddie G in 5th.